Today for the next hour or so. Just gonna take a look at the markets and just kind of see what's going on. So y'all rock with me. We're gonna say some prayers first because we gotta keep God first, and after that we'll get into some charts. So if y'all want to say some of these, y'all can, or just take these down for yourself. Gotta acknowledge God first before we do anything else. Let me get this set up here. Alright, y'all, we're gonna switch into the trading model rules. Y'all check it out, These are the rules. Starting off with a run on liquidity against the higher time frame buys. I'm looking for reciprocal pricing in DXY. Want to locate the premium or a discount depending on what market we're in. Want to look for a breaker. Essentially, the breaking of that breaker would be a shift in market delivery, a change in delivery, and then we're looking for the location of downstream / upstream OBs and FVGs across from those OBs, which would allow us to get into trades. So that's what we're doing. And then from there, just looking for those OBs and FVG zones to be respected so that we can continue to either scale in or do whatever we want to do. So now let's get to the money game page and let's see what we're looking at for today. So already, yesterday we were looking at a couple of things. We were looking at the DXY and how it was acting in comparison to some of these other ones. Today we've gotten some solid movement on the DXY, but there's a little bit of uncertainty as far as what it wants to do next. Now with these, looking at GBP and EURUSD, we've already kind of gotten some good movement to the point where price is coming back into what would have been the higher time frame breaker over here, way over here. It was a large, huge breaker on the 30-minute or even just this 15-minute from low, high, lower, low. Looking at it on the 30 minutes a little bit more clear. Low, high, lower, low. Down here for the big breaker. Now, I don't really know about that because it's a large zone, but price has been respecting it and kind of pausing around it right now. So if we were to not worry about that, then the next level of liquidity sell side would be here, and then obviously down there, but price is already kind of broke, and there's a smaller breaker up here on the smaller time frame. If we're looking at the 15, at a high, low, higher high, high, low, higher high, and then price broke that and then retested off it. So really, this is enough for me. Order block, fair value gap to enter into trades. Could have entered right here. Now I've been looking for an opportunity to possibly enter like here, but I'm just not certain as far as what price want to do and comparing the DXY to that. But now looking at EURUSD, it's kind of similar. It's giving the same action. Now this is more of a mitigation block. Gotta change that color in there. That's more of a mitigation block, right? which is not as powerful per se as the breaker. You could say like high, low, higher high is the breaker if you wanted to. Either way, it's about the same. You got the breaker, you got the order block. Really, I guess you could say this would be the highest up close, but you got 1, 2, 3, 4 order block. Fair value gap, price traded up into it, and then continue, but it's kind of stalling right here. Looking to the left, here, fair value gap right here. I'm not 100% sure if prices wanted to just give us a discount for today if we're still bullish. You know what I'm saying? If we're still bullish, then this would just be a little discount, pop into a fair value gap and pop off. So that's what I'm trying to see. Similar to the order block here. Price has not really reached it, you know, closed right there in the middle of it. Small fair value gap. But the fact that we've gotten this breaking market structure, lower level breaking market structure, it just makes me think about it, you know. So I really don't know. I really don't know exactly which one I'm liking the most. You know what I'm saying? So we're just gonna have to figure it out. Take our time and let the market develop. There's no news, so the other thing I wanted to look at is getting ready for the equities open and the indices. So let me pop over there, but I'm gonna pop over there once I change this music up a little bit. For all my people, if anybody's joining from Twitter, what's up, gang? Much love to all my Twitter ICT family. Crazy because I never thought like I would vibe with people on Twitter. Like I never was a Twitter guy, but like recently, ever since just kind of getting closer and closer to profitability like I want, I said I'm gonna get on Twitter, and we've been vibing. So I mess with y'all. All y'all that's on Twitter, I mess with y'all. But yeah, so let's take a look at some of these other ones. Let me turn this music down just a little bit. I know it's lit, but I'm speaking real low, so I gotta keep it lower. Alright, so we're looking at US 500, US 100, US 30. Now, US 30 kind of dipping back into this fair value gap here. It has similarly shown kind of a breaking market structure from it coming up this morning, and from where everybody caught that move yesterday, that ICT had called right here, is still popped off really nice this morning. Could have taken that, but I was asleep. So now we're just trying to figure it out, you know what I'm saying? Could this be a move? Morning. Could this be a move? I don't know. I ain't gonna force nothing, but I had a little bit of a breaker down here in case price came back under it and retested it. So, but it looks like price is just kind of filled in this level, not broken past at all. Looking at the lower time frames, you're kind of looking at the same thing. So really, I'm trying to see about it, you know what I mean? But I would like to wait till the equities open for these, because I think it gives you more of an idea of what's going to happen. Maybe you get a strong fake out to this side and then continuation. Or maybe you're just going to pull it down into this and pop off. Not 100% sure. With the DXY, it's still looking bullish. This broke this area, and this didn't come back too far, so maybe that means that there's good trades here. Yeah, I would be willing to take something here, although this isn't encouraging, but maybe like something like lower risk, stop right above there. Now, which one do I want to take, Euro or GBP? I always go with GBP usually. Oops, messing my stuff up. I take a lower level lot size with the GBP. 10 pip stop loss, not too bad. We gotta see about it. real small, and evaluate it for a little bit. Real small, evaluate it for a little bit. Just keying in on where I'm going to be at. Yeah, this is why you take something real small to start. Probably start acting up. You like, bro, what you doing? But looking at it on the 5 minute, what's that? Order block, fair value gap. It's kind of small though. It's kind of small. I would like this bar to finish below here, really, and have the similar reciprocal motion in the DXY before I really want to get into like a bigger lot size. You see, I'm risking $1 right now. Like, I like to get into the smaller trade first and just give it 15 minutes and just try to see what it want to do. Now, yesterday I was live and the god darn thing didn't even know it wasn't even live for real. So I was like, come on, bro, what's going on here? I spoke for 2 hours, y'all, 2 whole hours in here in the office by myself and realized that I wasn't even on live, bro. I was like, bro, come on, man. Come on. So, as y'all see, I got my drill music drilling. I like that stuff. It kind of helped me focus, to be honest with you. Drill music is kind of like chill, low key. So we gotta see what Mac's talking about. Mac said, not sure exactly what I want on ES. We'll go with what prices gives me at the time. As of now, I see offering a short, and that's kind of what I'm seeing too. Now, I don't always like to like compare and contrast what people are looking at. I don't really look at anything that anybody else is looking at. But on Twitter, when you're following a good group of folks that are all thinking similar to you anyways, most times you're going to be in line with one another, you know what I'm saying? Now, I'm considering taking this move here. What stops above here? Don't think it'd be too dangerous. Not 100% sure. You're never going to be 100% sure. It does not look that equal on the EURUSD though. Like EURUSD, this would be the optimal trade to take at this point in time. Fair value gap, order block, right? 15 minute order block, kind of finished above the fair value gap. The stop wouldn't be too far, so I don't mind that. But I'm leaning towards GBP just because it seems like it could be a little bit better of an opportunity. Oh, let me change these. Alright, so where would this be at? Stop possibly at 19,797. Short all the way to where? 19,235. We're going to take a lower level lot size. Looking at the DXY, we're kind of still making a push back to the upside potentially. Yep, order block, fair value gap. If you don't feel it all the way, you gotta kind of wait and see. Yeah, let's wait and see. So we entered here. So if we're gonna wait 15 minutes, we want 1, 2, at least 10 to 15 minutes. Let's wait on it and just see. So the end of this, 5 minutes, 2 minutes from it. So let's wait till the end of this, and then maybe the end of one more, and then maybe we'll know a little bit more about what's going on. I like this because it's a little bit closer to the top of this range. So just testing it out, that would be a nice trade. And there's a lot more downside opportunity in the euro right now, it seems like, because look at these relative equal lows. Sexy. You know what I mean? Real nice. If that's the case. We already got a break in market structure, retesting out the fair value gaps. This is the direction I would want to take a trade. You know what I'm saying? This is the direction I would want to take a trade. Now, will I take a trade? I'm thinking about it. If price continue to give me this, then we'll take something a little bit higher here. Move this to the side. Take a 5 lot. Stop at about 15. That's fine. Let's wait till this closes. and see. EURUSD, I still like it. I'm not sure as I am here, which is why I would typically take this one more often than not. So we're looking like we might get it. I'm gonna wait. All right, I'm not gonna wait no more. We in it. So stream, we in it. Order block, fair value gap. That's why I got in. And we already have a strong break to the upside up there. So that's also why I got in. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm into just 5 lots. This is a demo I'm showing you, taking the same similar trades in my actual account. So we'll just have to see. This is finishing 3, 2, 1. We should get probably some movement back up in this direction, or we'll just get a straight shot to the downside. So if we get a straight shot to the downside, that'd be nice. 9797. That's weird. That would be nice. Now we got order block, fair value gap, breaker, fair value gap. Price did not touch it above it. Now we just got to see what happens with this. I'm fine with taking a little L if it's going to give me that, because I'm not too far. Now the only problem with the DXY is that it ain't really showing us the same. We want that to be moving up like that, whereas GU is kind of showing us slowly cascading. Right, there's no news, so I'm really not worried about no 830, although they still will move stuff at 830 regardless. But what I'd like to see is this kind of touch this order block here and then kind of move away, because we've gone bullish the last couple of days. So if the market sentiment in the DXY is still majorly bullish as opposed to the potential for downside movement, we look at that. We're seeing touch on the order block. Now you're seeing continuation to the downside possibly, and we like that. Let's get in a little bit more active. Getting a little bit more active, and what we really want to see is just it finish down there. Now this 3 minute, we don't like that. We don't like that much. We want to see this finish below this level, like with clearance. You know what I'm saying? Because we got order block, fair value gap. We got order block, fair value gap. You're getting that multiple times. You got breaker, fair value gap. So you're getting some good price action. You just got to see if it is price going to continue in that way. You got order block, ain't no real fair value gaps on the 15. But even this 15-minute chart, this 15-minute candle is not bad. We don't want to see it coming back up this way for our moves purposes. We've already kind of encroached upon what was this order block. I guess you could say this is one too. But we're really looking for the bottom right there. And right now we're just in a low level sell. Risking about that much to see if we can get what we want. Now with the EURUSD, that's looking like the opposite direction, where you're getting like a higher low in the midst of this supposedly cascading. So maybe it's not, and then you're getting this in the DXY. So that would tell me that we're probably not going to get what we want here. But I'm going to leave it and let it prove me wrong first, because that's a mistake that I've made so many times in the past. It's like not letting price prove me wrong the first time, because then you cancel this trade, you take an L, and you get another trade, and the price never even comes back past your original level. So you let price test you first. If it tests you, then you rearrange your strategy from there. Only then, you feel me? So, but what we're getting now is some good movement to the downside. So hopefully we are validated in exactly what we were seeing if price is going to continue up in the DXY, right? So I've taken a slightly higher lot size trade here in my personal account. And the fact that we're getting this clearance now, we like that. Now, I'm fine with taking it right here. If we get this is what, 45 pips? I'll be done for the day. I'll be done for the day just because we have all this stuff here. We got liquidity here, and then you got liquidity here, right? So I'm really not tripping off of trying to take all of that. Like, if we can just get that now. With that said, what I might do is move this biscuit out a little bit to give it a chance to go and get whatever it wants. You know what I'm saying? If it wants more than that, check. Like, if it wants 100, for example, that would be like this liquidity way down here. I don't really see it doing that. But at the same time, I don't want to limit price. I know if it's going to run, it's going to run. But I'm very comfortable taking it right here. 250. Now, what we don't want to see is price to run back up into that. That would tell us that we are not going to get what we want. And plus, there's a huge fair value gap right below 250, so I really don't think it's going to come much below that. Plus, this is a consequential encroachment of what was the higher time frame breaker that I was showing you, right? So we don't really want to tempt price much further than this, to be honest with you. Now, if the DXY is majorly bullish, which it's starting to look like it might be, then we don't know what we're going to get, because that thing might want to go to like 110 or something. Check. Might want to go to like 109.7, which is the next level. And if that's the case, then that's the case. But I don't know if that's going to happen today per se. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, you can say that we're at least going to get, hopefully, what we want here. Now there's here, right here. Now we're looking at both of these levels possibly. What I might do is just put my stops to lower in case price wants to just run and let me get all the way down there. Now, I'm saying all that in anticipation of all that to happen. We have no clue, because it's already currently kind of running back up into that range. So we want to see price continue to cascade downward, if that's what's going to happen today, which market structure seems to be providing that type of market feel. So we don't know what's going to happen. We have no expectations. We're just watching earnestly and humbly going to accept whatever happens. We're going to submit to whatever happens. Now, currently going to be in the area of risking about 1,000, so about 1%, with stops above here. What I'm going to do is enter into a similar trade as what I've got going on in my personal account, so I can kind of tabulate that and understand where I'm at. So risking about that much. Yeah, okay. Let's calculate my risk. 797. No, 680. 680. Here to what? 797. It's about 10 pips. Oof. That's a lot. So it would be same. Yeah, don't like that. We don't like this. But obviously we have to allow it. Now that's what we're getting in the DXY, and that's why we don't like it, to be honest with you. So I might take one of these out in anticipation that this thing is running up against me. So I just took one of my lots out. I'm gonna let this be, but I can re-enter on that same lot if price provides that. That way I don't lose too much if I'm wrong. If I'm right, then I'll just re-enter if price like cascades all the way back down here on the 5 minute. But we don't know what's gonna happen, so that's why I went ahead and got out of that one. The first 5 lot, I have 5 lot still on, so my risk has just been canceled by 0.5%. I mean by half, basically, because I had entered into 5 lots to equal 10 lots, which is what you see here. But in my personal right now, I broke that off at break even so that I could really be careful. Now, we seeing this, we kind of like that, but we don't like this. The 3 minute already finished here, 3 minutes pushing here. I don't like that. Although I think I'm still good. We got order block fair value gap, order block fair value gap, no fair value gap here, but we got breaker fair value gap here. But price could easily just run up here. I mean, it's happened. It has happened. It has happened. So it will be what it will be. But at least I won't risk a whole bunch regardless. Now, what we would like to see out of this, obviously, just price to just completely turn over, right? This is a fair value gap. If price doesn't fill that in, it's already kind of filled it in though. So really not 100% sure what's going to happen here, because this is within a breaker in hourly fair value gap here. And looks like price is not even filled it in halfway, like closed above it halfway, you know what I mean? So you can put that here and be able to tell. Now my thing is, I'm already in on 5 lots. Like, I can take my time and let price prove itself, and then if I'm supposed to get in again, then I'll just get in again on what I want, you know what I'm saying? I don't have to rush it, I don't have to try to force it, none of that stuff. So we're looking, seeing that this is possibly a breaker that is being tested right now. Price has gone above the midpoint, but it's not closed above the midpoint, which is an issue for downside movement in this, right? Because that's why I canceled one of my positions, because this is moving up against me pretty sternly. Now it's got close on the 5 minute, 2 closes on the 3 minute. Looks like we're about to run up above that level. So we're gonna have to probably cancel out what we got going on here. And I'm gonna let price test me. I got my stop above there. I'm gonna let price test me out. If it tests me out, then it is what it is. Then I have to restack. But I got my stop pretty much above the most recent high, basically. So if it's gonna test me, it's gonna test me. But I feel kind of confident with this. But I mean, that don't really mean nothing. Confidence don't mean nothing to what price is gonna do, what it wants to do. Now, you could say order block, not really. You know what I mean? This is the order block. This is order block. So with my stop above it, I feel confident as far as, you know what I'm saying, as far as what I want out of it. Because I would really want just this to fizzle out and then get a bearish candle that eclipses this one, and ultimately this level here. But I would take it around here if this one doesn't get above that order block, right? Yeah. So we just observing, y'all. It's looking like it want to run against me though, because the DXY is doing this here. So I mean, I guess it has closed above it, but I don't know. All right. So we'll observe and see what's going on, and it'll be silent trading probably past 8:45, because I got a meeting at 8:45. Actually, no, I might have to end the stream because I have to use my camera for my meeting at 8:45. So, but just want to give y'all just a little bit of love this morning. Keep your eye on what's happening here, because it seems like we're getting similar movement in the euro, and if we cannot eclipse this area, it would be a nice trade, probably down to this level of liquidity over here, right? And you're seeing that in the euro, and you're seeing that same thing kind of in this DXY, where it's just not, it's kind of struggling to get above this area. And if we go down to the 1 minute, you can kind of see, well, ain't seeing what you want to see out the 1 minute. But what you would want to see is that price like basically like going sideways for a while before then it makes a jump down. So that's why the only reason I use the 1 minute is to kind of see what it's doing on a lower level. But this, as long as it don't eclipse what we got going on here, we solid. And if we can get price to give us opposite bar, 5 minute right here that eclipses this. Now I'd be willing to enter into another sell to make it back to the 10 loss that I've got in this speaking into existence, in this funded account on my FTMO that I'm trading on that you can't see. But that means that price gotta do what we say, and not what we say, but the algorithm has to be in line with that. So we shall see. But yeah, this has been a nice little couple minutes. I don't know how long this has been. I don't know how long it's been, but looks like it's been like 30 minutes or so. That's cool. Pretty cool. Just a quick stream. I'm just trying to stream every day, man. For real. I'm trying to stream. Like I said on Twitter, I want to use this as my tape, where I can kind of see what I'm thinking as I'm thinking it. You know what I mean? So what we want to see is just to kind of run up at first, but then come back down and eclipse this bar. So as long as it don't run up past what we got, we can stay in it. And if this come back down here and finish here, bearish, I like that. Now, I wish there was a fair value gap right here, not the order block. And if it don't finish above here, and we get a nice movement, then I can enter in again. I don't know how far we'll get. I'm really gonna be fine with taking profit like here, because this is the midst of the overall breaker. So now we're getting kind of what we want, y'all. See there? We're getting kind of what we want. Now we need this to finish on the 3 minute here, and then on the 5 minute below that same candle there, and that would be grounds for me to possibly enter into another trade. But I need the DXY to go there, go up. You feel me? So we shall see. I'm just gonna monitor it, but yeah, I'm about to hop off, y'all. Much love to y'all. I'm about to throw the end screen on here. I'm gonna be monitoring this, and then also 9:30. I'm gonna be monitoring this because this looks juicy. This looks like the exact same thing. We got order block, fair value gap, and price transcending downward. Same thing over here, just on a smaller level in US 100. Order block, fair value gap. We just need price to finish down there. So we're kind of in the same thing now. Dow in the US 30 looking the best probably. Now SMT, is there SMT? Not really. I don't use SMT that much, but this I like. This US 30 looking thing, but I wouldn't take nothing until 9:30. I don't know, because you never know what that equity's open. Now, we're probably eclipsing our highs. Oh no, we're not. Look at that. See? I like this. Don't go further, son. Oh, we got a 3 minute and then negative. I like that. So we just need this to come down here. But yeah, anyways, y'all keep your eyes on these charts. I'm doing the same. Much love to y'all. About to throw the end screen on. Thanks for joining. And we'll see what happens with these the rest of the day. All right. Peace. Turn that music up. We out real quick.
Here, this is facts. I enter right here. It's a demo, but I'm just showing you my executions. I enter right here after the impulse. We already talked about why I entered. I entered because of a order block on the higher time frame, 15 minute, and the fair value gap, and I waited for a lower high and got in on the impulse. Boom. I waited until price gave me what I wanted price-wise, till I got to my goal. You don't have to wait all day, all right? Me personally, with a 10 lot size, trading the FTMO $100,000 account, if I can get $2,000 to $3,000 in a day, I am so happy. If I can get $1,000 profit in a day, and that's all it gives me, I'm fine with that, okay? It's all about stacking profits up day by day, week by week, month by month, year by year. It ain't about big profits. Now, I I left the trading because my stops are to profit and I'm in the same direction as my higher time frame bias, I have the leverage, okay? I will leave my trade in until price gets to that next level of liquidity, which at the time, what I had been targeting, let's see, what was I, if I can remember, what I had been targeting, to be honest with you, I was targeting this lower sell side liquidity, to be honest with you. But I like to have a modest target in case, you know, that doesn't happen. So I think, where was I? Okay, here is where I was. Was it? Alright, I'm a little lost again. Okay, here is where I was. Yes, this is where I had taken the trade. And I was targeting this sell side liquidity, but in all honesty, I knew that there's a fair value gap on the hour right here, and this is the end of the fair value gap, and you can see that's just about where I got out. Now, if we can put a filter here, actually, I'm going to go to the lower time frame and see if I can find the lower time frame fair value gap that I was targeting. Okay, boom. So you see, there's a fair value gap here, and there's a fair value gap here. Now, a modest target is this first fair value gap, okay? You're looking at getting, you know, for me, my model that I've chosen for my ICT is the 25 pips per week model. If I can just get 25 pips per week or more, right, at least 25 pips per week with a 10 lot size, with a $100,000 FTMO account, that's $2,500 a week, that's $10,000 a month. 5 figures a month, that's changing my family's life. Facts. Okay, I got a full-time job, I got family, wife, kids, like, that's changing us. You feel me? If I can do that month after month, that's changing. I don't want nothing else than that. 25 pips a week, change my life, change your life, right? So the target was way more than that, right? I got in here, I'm looking down here, I'm like, look, if I can just get to the bottom of this fair value gap, that's a modest target, and that's fine, I'll get out right there. I'm literally at work, and one of my coworkers calls me over to talk about a project, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'm stops to profit, I'm good, I'm not gonna worry about it. After I finish talking to him, I go right back to the charts, I check where I'm at, I'm over $5,000 in profit. I'm done. I take my profit right here, you see it. I take my profit right here. At this point, in this candle right here, I'm not worried about none of that other stuff. It just so happens to be that price goes to the next fair value gap and then turns around. It doesn't even come lower. So you have to learn how to take profit. You in stops to profit, you have no risk, you have $5,000, take your money, okay? Don't be trying to make $10,000, $15,000 because it's about stacking up week by week. If I can make $5,000 in a week, every week, that's $20,000. That's twice what I expected. I'm cool. This is facts. I enter right here. It's a demo, but I'm just showing you my executions. I enter right here.